Welcome back to another episode of your Did You Hustle News. As always, I'm Wade Teamer. Genuinely want to apologize for missing you guys yesterday. My frequencies were under attack, but with a new day comes a new start. And today, we have some big news coming from the payments and NFT sectors, guys. We're talking Sports Illustrated has chosen Tezos, Gamestop has chosen Immutable X, Solana is entering the e-commerce space thanks to USDC, and we're going to investigate a story that really has me curious. You guys know I've been keeping my eye on Facebook DM since it was first announced. Okay, one of the first stories that I covered on this channel in the beginning, right? Because I understood that DM as a currency was going to be very important to this space, and now it has been sold to Silvergate. Now, Silvergate, this is the exact same one that partnered with crypto.com late last year. Details have surfaced from Silvergate that look to shed light on this newest acquisition, and I'm curious to see where they take this. But first, let's dive into these charts. Now, I still hold fast to my statement from Tuesday. I still think the bottom is in, and I still think that bottom is 30K. I was watching the activity yesterday, and it was minimal. The next significant drop from where we currently stand at time of recording would only be about 8%. And compared to other movements, that's light work, my people. Now, the chart that I'm watching the most is the daily, because the action around the RSI is what's going to tell us the most about where we're headed. Now, one of two things could happen from this point. One, we could fall into that lower channel, bringing us closer to that 30K price point, or we could springboard moonsault into the continuation of this bull pattern. Now, both the 3 hourly chart and the 4 hourly chart have bottomed out, but let's jump over to the dollar really quick to get more confirmation of what's going on. You can see here on the daily, we're showing a very strong downtrend, guys. That's mainly because, like I was telling you, this 97 level, that's not a good level for the dollar, okay? It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. If these technical charts matter, and they have for a number of years, the mathematics are in play. Now, what I also learned is that the delay between the activity between Bitcoin and the dollar, it seems to be about a few days. February is not looking good for the dollar right now, as you can see on the monthly. So if this downtrend continues, guys, it may take us to the middle of February before we really see that move to the upside. So we can expect some choppy seas until the dollar plays out its current trajectory. But in the meantime, you know, we got the Power 42, guys. The link will be down in the description. And there are some very nice entry points. One point that I just feel the need to mention because they just got a Coinbase listing would be Render, guys. And then, of course, we have our payment coins. Everything's at a discount right now. So it's prime shopping season, really. Now let's get into some crypto news. First, this is a big day for the entire gaming industry. Render is now listed on Coinbase. Hustlers, this is gold because we already know the power of Render token. I can call back to my video from April of last year when I first covered Render and how they would be a very important piece to the coming metaverse movement. This Coinbase listing will now expose that same knowledge to a much larger market. Now, with this one, I don't expect the typical Coinbase effect to occur, as this token has a little bit stronger utility than most. So you can expect sustained growth from this point forward. Next up, we got Sports Illustrated coming to Tezos. SI has chosen the One Of platform to host a coming line of NFTs that will commemorate some of the most iconic covers from the publication's history. One thing to take note of here, the first drop will be on Polygon. That's why I added them so eloquently together in the thumbnail. But this is still a very good thing for Tezos, and I'm going to tell you why. Polygon, we know, is one of, no pun intended, the best place to start this drop on because more people are familiar with Polygon's NFT ecosystem as opposed to Tezos, and it currently has more active NFT users. But this is going to open Tezos' NFT marketplace to an entirely new audience. So, in essence, Sports Illustrated is minting on Polygon, but he's selling on Tezos. This will be great for both ecosystems. Now for some massive gaming news. We were all waiting on Gamestop to choose their NFT blockchain. The rumor was loopering, but that was an overlay for the underlay if I've ever seen one. Breaking this morning, GameStop has chosen Immutable X for its NFT marketplace by launching a $100 million fund for ecosystem development. Essentially, this marketplace will serve as the hub for in-game items across multiple titles that will be announced in the future. Now, don't worry, a review of Immutable X is definitely on the horizon. But let me ask you guys, for the true gamers out there, the word is that this new immersion of in-game NFTs is not necessarily sitting too well in the market. I personally tend to think that this is good for the industry long term, but I also have to admit here that I haven't been as deeply immersed in the gaming world as I used to be. So I'm curious, what's going on in the gaming world right now? How is this affecting things? Is it due to the in-game gameplay? Is that where the disruption lies? I'm just curious, guys. I know a lot of you are gamers, so let me know down in the comments. Our next story takes us to the Solana ecosystem and the launch of their new Solana Pay platform. This platform will work collaboratively with Circle's USDC to bring Solana into the e-commerce market. Now, this really makes me think of how only weeks ago Bank of America was telling everyone that Solana would soon become the Visa of the crypto landscape. Well, this move is definitely going to bring that closer to fruition. The initial customers for this product include FTX, Phantom, which is their Web3 wallet, Circle, Sitcon, and the e-commerce platform checkout.com. This system is scheduled to be fully integrated no later than the summer of 2022. Lastly, we're going to talk about this Diem situation. The headline says that Zuckerberg's stablecoin project has been officially shut down. Monday, it was revealed by Diem CEO Stuart Levy that Meta is selling the IP and other assets to Silvergate Capital to the tune of $182 million. Silvergate is Meta's stablecoin partner. Silvergate also has the clearance in the United States that Diem needs. And like I mentioned at the top of this episode, back in November, Silvergate partnered with crypto.com. That deal integrated CRO into Silvergate's system. Now, Silvergate has Diem's IP on its system. If you look into what Silvergate is planning to do this year, they're planning on releasing a stablecoin by the end of the year. And we also have a committee meeting on stablecoins coming up on February 8th. So, pieces to the puzzle here, guys. Now, don't forget, Meta is looking for any and all crypto patents. Silvergate being regulated, crypto.com is also ISO compliant. Basically, what I'm getting at here, guys, is that Facebook couldn't do Diem, so they changed the entire company to Meta. Diem still wasn't passing because of its relationship with Zuckerberg. So, throughout the end of last year, they strategically broke down the company. They ditched their wallet and custodian in the form of Novi. Then they removed all legal connection by selling the IP to their partner, a partner that has clearance, who can custody, and just so happens to have a perfect wallet in the form of crypto.com. Basically, did we just witness a massive corporate power play by Meta to get their stablecoin issued by another name? And is crypto.com going to soon hold the currency to the world's biggest metaverse? Found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information with friends and family. If you're new to crypto, I have links to the most notable exchanges in the description. Using the links below supports the channel and comes with special bonuses for members of our network. For more information on the new economy, check out the playlist related to this episode on the right and our most recent episode on the left. As always, have a great day, have a prosperous day. Most importantly, We making this money. I'll see y'all in the next one.